Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Elder Scrolls Legends video. I'm Furo and today I'll present to you just another midrange sorcerer. That is a deck that I've used to reach Legend this season. Has been a few days or even 2 weeks, I'm not sure, so it has been a while since I reached Legend, but I still wanted to show you the deck because I haven't done that so far. The deck was created by a good friend of the channel called Soldier, so shout out to him. And this deck is a bit unusual from most of the midrange sorcerers that you're seeing on the ladder, because most of the midrange sorcerers are going more for the blue side of sorcerer with the Daggerfall mages and so on and so on, with harpies, for example, shrieking harpies, with Supreme Necromancers from time to time. But this deck, on the other hand, is featuring more purple aggression, more purple tempo play. The core of the deck, the basic idea is similar, of course, to the other midrange sorcerer deck that's using more blue, and that is just playing your units on curve, having great units on turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 and 9, and then hopefully you have finished the game. So potentially on turn 8, 7, 9, around that you kind of want to close the game because you have such overwhelming power normally. But the unit that you're using instead are a bit different. So for example, you have the Stalwart Ally here, which is triggering when the top card of your deck is a purple one, and that's why we are running purple more than blue. So for 3 you get then a 3/5 with guard, which is really good. Compare that to a Hive Defender, which is costing 4 and has 3/6 and guard, so that is just 1 defense less, but also costing 1 Magicka less. So that is, if it's triggering, it's a very good card. And because we are not running too much blue here, we have Wardcrafters, we have Lightning Bolts, and we have the Ancano. The rest is all at least purple, so that's just 7 cards that are not purple. So the ally has a very decent chance to trigger, which is great. Then we have, of course, Young Mammoth, great card. We have the Corrupted Shade, which is another powerful tool, 4/5/5 with ward. At the end of your turn, if Corrupted Shade doesn't have a ward, sacrifice it. And if your opponent is doing 1 damage or so, also getting rid of the ward, you can always just silence the Corrupted Shade. So if you have a Shadowfen Priest, for example, or if you use the Source Negation on it, you're silencing your own unit, and then the effect is not triggering, so you would keep your unit alive. Another interesting card that is for the purple rule is the Lucien Lachance. Lethal when another friendly creature slays, give it +2/+2. Well, that helps you to buff your own creatures, make them bigger, have more power on the board, and makes trading super easy. Plus your opponent is then forced to kill the Lucien, so he's not killing, on the other hand, the big creatures that are still on the board, because if he's leaving the illusion on the board, well, guess what? Your other creatures will just get bigger and bigger. Then a bit more purple, that is unusual for the midrange sorcerer and not played too often. Let's see, black from Necromancer here. Summon if you have more health than your opponent. Summon a random creature from your discard pile, so creates more power on the board as well, but you need to be ahead. So the black from Necromancer is kind of similar to a Royal Sage. Royal Sage is coming on turn 4, has 4/4, and then you give the creatures on the board a random keyword. So the black from Necromancer is kind of the purple side of that style. So you still need to be ahead. If you're ahead, which is of course your target as a mid-range deck, then you can summon another unit. If you got lucky, that's a very big one, and then boom, the game is over, hopefully. Also, last but not least, Whiterun Protector, another great purple card. Beast form +2/+2, guard and regenerate. So normally it's a 5 with 4/4, not that spectacular, but if you can trigger a 1 rune, if you kill 1 rune from your opponent, then yeah, that's a 5/6/6 with guard and regenerate. So totally worth it to invest the 5 Magicka. So that's more or less the deck. For the end game, instead of Supreme Necromancer, which you normally would use in a midrange sorcerer, depending on where you are closing your curve, then you can play Supreme Necromancer spell. We are using the Blood Magic Lord, which has, of course, the Blood Magic spell power, and Blood Magic spells can be 5 damage, for example, in the face, you're healing for 5, can be just a guard, can be Shackle the Lane, which is powerful, or it can be Raise Dead, which is then summoning a unit from your graveyard and from your opponent's graveyard. So whatever you are getting, normally it's very good for you. If you're not getting the Gargoyle, the guard. So the guard is kind of the weakest card. It is helping you. It's a cheap guard for 2, but on the other hand, shackling the lane or dealing 5 damage and then closing the game with that is totally more useful for you. And also, of course, Raise Dead is never bad, really. It's never bad, especially if you get just Ancano back. So that's more or less the deck. I will now show you two games that I've played with the deck earlier. Was working out decently, but you will see how it was really playing out. I was a bit unhappy with my starting hands, especially before the video. I played a few more games and I needed to concede in one game on turn 2 or so because the starting was so bad. But the gameplay here is definitely better than that, so check it out. If you have questions about the deck, if you have questions about Legends, or anything regarding the channel or whatsoever, just use the comment section. I'm happily there to help you out. And I hope also to see a little like, that would be nice. And now some gameplay. Here we go. First matchup against an assassin. Expect some last game assassin. Going second, so we have the ring here. Gets max power early on. Dark Guardian is a fine card to start. Not the greatest start, but we're still keeping it. Well, in the last game against the Scout, I just mulliganed all 3 cards away and got a Bone Colossus and double Shadowfen Priest back. So I will keep the Dark Guardian here. A bit biased, and then hope to get a 2-drop. That would be excellent. That is not the case. Wow, another very shitty start. What have I done? What have I done to you, game? And a Shadowfen Priest. Yeah, that is not a good start. By far not. We can go into Dark Guardian on the next turn, but then guess what? There's nothing to play turn after. So that is not what you call a decent curve. Starting with the Wardcrafter. So potentially Dark Guardian coming on the left side. Corrupted Chain. That would be something to play on. So let's go here. Dark Guardian on the left side. Fighting against the Wardcrafter. If he's then giving me, for example, Firebolt or something small, he can easily crush down that Dark Guardian. On the other hand, going into Shade, going then into Protector, that's really powerful. There's a Fighters Guild recruit. Barrow Stalker. Yeah, no thank you. No Barrow Stalker for me. Totally going Corrupted Shade. Yeah, we can kill the Fighters Guild recruit here. Nothing else to do. If we would not do it, well, he's still killing the unit on the next turn, so it doesn't matter. Then he's pushing 2. We totally need to stay ahead here. And I totally wanted him with a 5 in the face on the next turn. Hopefully that is happening with the Protector. On the other hand, if he's now, for example, using a Harpy, we could silence our Corrupted Shade. That's also an option we have. Blackhand Messenger is probably hitting the 2 on this, so then the Shadowfen Priest looks fine. Totally. So with the Shadowfen Priest, what you can do is silence your own creature. So go for 5 in the face first, and then we are silencing our own creature, so the Corrupted Shade is not going down. Which is good, so we keep a 5-5 on the board. Was a little cheap for just 4 Magicka. We are currently ahead, so that is great. There is an Astrid. Nice little lethal creature you have there. Another silencer would be great, and there is one. So we get the Source Negation, we will silence the Astrid. And then, let's see, I think a Barrow Stalker could be fine here. We could trade as well, and then push another 5 into the face, that's an option. We could of course also kill both units. If we do it like this, then we make sure that he's not dropping an item on the Blackhand Messenger and buffing it and giving him drain. Plus we get 2 in the face, so we get another card here. I think that's fine. I think we're doing that. So we're using the 5-5 here and the 4-4 for trade here. I think if he's running Ice Storms, that would be better for us than the 5-5 is surviving. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see first what we are picking up. So that's a Haunting Spirit. Oh yeah, Haunting Spirit is even better I think than dropping a Barrow Stalker or the Wind Keeps. So dropping the Haunting Spirit here. If he's then now going for an Ice Storm, he could do that on turn 6. We would buff the Corrupted Shade heavily, so that's an 8-5. Obviously, next turn, if we're not getting another 2-drop, it will be the Protector. Then we have a 6-6 card on the board as well, which is decent. Should be now a tough turn for him, because our board is so much more powerful. We're currently looking at 12 points versus 2. So he cannot win a race, and he needs to kill some things. If he's still playing an Ice Storm, which would kill 2 units, then there's still a really big one, so it's not like he's getting rid of a lot of points, it's just losing 4 points here more or less.
By the 8th, they will
it's the Decklist Mage, which is a bit weak right now, so he's still pushing the 2. Wow, that's it. That's a very weak turn. Very weak turn indeed. We're obviously going for the Protector here, pushing 4, pushing 5, pushing 3. There we go, Protector's a 6-6 now. He's not getting anything. This game might be over next turn. There is another Protector on my hand. There is a Barrow Stalker on my hand. We can also play Protector on Windkeep, which is also powerful. And then we still have Ancano for turn 8. All in all, that should be way too much that my opponent can handle. And maybe he was trying to go on to the Ice Storm this turn, so that's why he dropped the Daggerfall to hit this, then play the Ice Storm, hope that everything is getting crushed. But of course, our board is too strong. So picking up Tomb of Alteration.
The forest is my
As a Leaf Lurker. Probably too small, too little, too late. Yeah, let's just the Leaf Lurker. That is definitely too late. We're going for another Protector here. And it should be a fine battle indeed. We're pushing 5. Oh, he's getting some help from the top of his deck. Okay. You could have, by the way, triggered this here. Attack first and triggered it. But that's just a long shot because there's still another unit. And I totally want to be on the safe side. So that's why we're not doing that. Let's push 3 more. And then from the left, I don't think we need the drain here. We're still at 22, so we should be fine. Dropping the Windkeep, which has Ward, a bit more powerful in the situation. And then, of course, Ancano next turn would be 5, and he's exactly at 5. So whatever he's trying to do here should be very hard to achieve to not only survive the turn, but also to survive the Ancano 1 turn later. So that should normally be at this point GG, and kind of the perfect point because on between 7 and 9 you're normally winning the games, if you're winning the games. And despite the kind of a bad start, we were still able to come back because the cards from the top were exactly what we needed. So a bit lucky here, but on the other hand we were unlucky early on. So now the Ice Storm, there's the Ice Storm, see? So we crushed everything, now Ancano is coming, boom, the game is still over. So that is first game, first victory against the Assassin, and boom. Our second opponent brings us a Crusader, so that will be potentially a more aggressive matchup than the last one. Also, the last one was also not too unaggressive. The Windkeep is good, Source Negation is of course good. We're just redrawing the Shadowfen Priest. Depending on what my opponent is trying to achieve with the Crusader, so you either see tokens or you still might see some charge power for the face. I highly doubt it, so most likely that will be some sort of token deck with Ulfric, just redraw, and then cards like the Negation is cool, cards like Stalwart should be great, Lucien is of course great. So there is the Legion Trainer. We could now instantly go into the Negation, deny the effect right now, but the question is how much value will he get, right? So how many units will he spawn, and do we really need that? I think Stalwart here as a 3-3 is already pretty good. If we get a 3-5, that should be better than just playing Negation. So we get 3-5 with Guard, which can then kill the Legion Trainer. If he's now, for example, playing a Scouting Patrol and then one other unit, that would be 3 extra attack through the Legion Trainers, and that would be a lot, kinda. That would be the most he can kinda create. That is just the Hunger, which can be killed with the Negation, no problem. And the Arkosh. Oh, interesting. That's a 2-1. But yeah, then just the Negation on the little Hunger. Crush it. Kill, of course, also the Legion Trainer. And just 2 more on the face. Because he's playing a token deck, more or less, at least I would assume that right now, we need to be aware of the fact that we do not just want to purely go face all day. So you need to be aware of the fact when you can attack and when not. So right now I think we just kind of want to trade a bit away. We have the Lucien here, which is pretty good because we can kill the unit. And then guess what? This one is getting buffed. So we have a 5-4, which is still killing these two. And right now we could push it down to 25, but then he's getting a card. I totally dislike that, so what we are doing is just passing at this point. He might then play more units, pretty likely, there's the ally, and then getting life back, and then we can hit him for another 2 here. There is the buff, which means, yay, he is just losing 1 unit, he's pushing 4 in the face, we can still kill the 4-3. And we get the Dark Guardian, which is not too bad in the situation right now. So Dark Guardian, Barrow Stalker, that could be our play. We totally kill this. We totally got 2 in the face. We're going Dark Guardian here. And we are also dropping the Barrow Stalker on the left side. So then the ally would run into the Dark Guardian. Not doing any sort of damage right now. We can then, if we like, we can use Solution to kill this. Oh, interesting. Interesting, interesting. So that would buff the Windkeep here. And we can obviously kill both units, that's not the problem. That is not the problem. So yeah, let's buff the Windkeep. I'll hit that, we're getting 2 life back. Golden Saint is down, we will then crush all these 2 as well. And then a Corrupted Shade alongside the Dark Guardian. That's the plan. That is the plan, and we're doing the plan here. So kill and last point on the Corrupted Shade. So our board is way stronger. We are 1 life ahead, that means another Golden Saint is not triggering, which is pretty good for us. That's currently 11 damage on the board, so we kind of just need 2 or 3 turns to crush him.
Training is over.
Another Legion Trainer. Ooh, that is a lot of power.
Your orders.
Now the question is, are we willing to just go face, or are we waiting here 1 turn for the Legion Trainer? He just has 1 card in his hand. And there's Ancano. There is indeed Ancano. If you're getting something, we would draw another card here. Right now we just have 8 for the face, that's 9. We have definitely more, that's 11. Then Ancano coming next turn, that's another 5. We might just go face here. And if he's triggering a prophecy, at least we might play another card. Let's go. That is none.
Confound you.
That is also none. So he's down to 16. We're dropping another Corrupted Shade. So the right side alone would be good enough for a kill in combination with the Ancano. Plus there might still be a Lightning Bolt sitting there under my runes, because we haven't played a single one. Imprison. Okay, this one's down. Also means that we do not have enough anymore to kill him. He's going for the guard here on the right side. We will kill the guard with the Ancano. He then also needs to trade, so that's all damage that is not going for the face. And if he's now going for the face, he might still just trigger the prophecy that we need to win the game. So all in all, not the greatest position to be in. Oh, you should have dropped it on the right, to be honest. I would have dropped the guard on the right. Right now he's in no position to kill me anytime soon, and he needs to be careful. Barrow Stalker. And another Corrupted Shade. And so we're losing this. We could not just trade here, but I think, let's see. Let's see. That would still be a lot of damage if we just go straight for the face. Yeah, let's do that. So Ancano is killing the makeshift defenses. It's not getting anything, but then going for the 5 in the face. And another 5 in the face is down to 3. Any Lightning Bolt will trigger now the kill here. Currently he's pushing 14 from the left side, 2 on the right, so that is 16 in total. If he is getting a Divine and then another Resolute, that could be enough to kill me. Well, that is really a long shot. And we just, because we have Breakthrough here, we kind of just need 1 attack. Hopefully, if he's not dropping a Hive Defender, that is. Hive Defender would be devastating. That's an East March Collider. That is good so far. That's a top card, so that's not a Hive Defender, right? So it's a Divine, which is improving his aggression, but the aggression is still not enough to kill me, is it? That's just 11.
I hear and obey.
Plus we might still trigger the Lightning Bolt. No Lightning Bolt. So winning with 1 life left, which is decent enough. It's a good day to die, and the Crusader is going down, and we are winning our 2nd game here. And that just shows the power of the purple midrange sorcerer. It's in a similar power level, similar range of power level than the more blue one oriented midrange sorcerer. So if you want to try out something new, also my quest is done. If you want to try out something new, you can try out this purple midrange sorcerer. It's not too bad, guys. It's kind of very good. So try it out if you want to find something new, fresh for the ladder. Deck was made by Tholier, so shout out to him. And I'm out, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on social media like Twitter, or you can also follow me on Twitch and watch my live streams. I'm doing that 5 times per week, so maybe check it out if you like. And I'm out now. Have a great weekend. Bye bye, guys.